from the professor.
Why?
It goes back to 2020. Okay.
Okay.
Our 2021, one of those years. I sat down with the one, the only Wendy Osefo. And it was the new Wendy Osefo. She was on this podcast. Everyone go listen. And it was like, oh, David, I'll never change. I'll never change. They all say this. It was that first season before she came back with a glow up, when she was still doing political commentary. And then the professor act like she don't know me after she has her glow up. So I admit it. I admit it that I, maybe am not biased when it comes to the professor. But the professor and I had a lovely talk, which everyone should go listen to. And it was all about like, oh, the grand dame, look at her. I'll never change like her. I'll never change like Jizzy Jizz. I am the professor. I will always be authentic. Girl, professor, you ain't, I don't see nothing about you authentic from season 1, Professor Osefo. So I think I have a little bit butthurt. I think I'm a little invested in the professor. I think that's what it is.
And do you think the next season we're going to get, like, this is what drives me nuts about reality TV. Currently, Jizzy Jizz and Robin are in this like amazing lawsuit with Eminem, arguably probably one of the greatest rappers of all time in the history of the world.
I'm obsessed.
I mean, this man is filing restraining orders against these girls. I mean, he doesn't want to be in court. He doesn't want to see him. He doesn't want to act. He doesn't want to play into the, publicity. And if you're not familiar with this case, Giselle and Robin have a podcast called Reasonably Shady. Obviously, we have the Slim Shady. I believe Eminem must have trademarked the word shady. So he owns the trademark on that. So he sent a while ago, basically like a cease and desist to them to stop using shady because he owns the rights to it. Now they're going, wait a minute, we're Reasonably Shady. We aren't referring to the Slim Shady. It ain't Slim Shady podcast. People can definitely tell the difference. And so they slapped him with a lawsuit back, right? Now,
and they wanted to pose him.
They wanted to pose him, right? And his lawyers are saying, like there's so many steps that they could be doing of negotiating and all this stuff.
And he's saying there's he said there's 3 other people in his organization that literally can sit there and be deposed and answer the same questions that I could. And because of that, he filed a restraining order against our good friends, the Green-Eyed Bandits, to say, I want a restraining order so I don't have to come anywhere near you because I think you're all obsessed with me. And literally, he said, I don't know the people's names, but he said, here are the 3 people that you could depose. Why does it have to be the famous Eminem? This sounds like a clout chasing thing, and I think you're all a little obsessed. And I am sorry, the fact that Eminem has slapped the Green-Eyed Bandits with a restraining order. Everyone says I'm not happy and I'm negative. I'm happy. I am so happy. I'm loving this story. It's making me so happy. Sorry.
Well, it's actually kind of genius for Giselle and Robin, right? Because it's bringing so much attention to the Reasonably Shady podcast. It's so good. And quite frankly, it's a great distraction too from the Juan drama. And I mean, you're like always punch up. I mean, they're punching up to the biggest, who has empathy for Eminem? The guy's like major star. It's so juicy. It's so, but like, it's to me in real time, like, I want to hear the lawyer calls. Like, I want to hear, what is going on with this? Like, this is so good, but we're stuck in, I don't know. Where were they? They just did like some girls. They're in Austin or something. I'm like, I don't care about chicken shit bingo. Like, give me what is going on with these Slim Shady. I mean, and in a way.
Can we see this next season? Yeah. Can we talk about Eminem next season on Potomac? Or at the reunion?
Don't you want Jizzy on a date with the Slim Shady? I mean, I could see, like, I believe Mr. Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, is single. Like, he and Jizzy need to, like, fuck it out. Yes. Like, don't you want to see?
That'd be hot.
Hot. And I don't get the vibe from him that he's like dating all these. You don't see him with a lot of younger chicks. There's something about him. I think he has mommy issues. He seems like he wants to be with a little bit of an older gal.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, he's got major mommy issues. They always
Jizzy Jizz
woman.
Jizzy Jizz would be perfect. I love this. I'm sorry. I'm Team Eminem on this one. Take those Green-Eyed Bandits out the back. I mean, just call it the Green-Eyed Bandit podcast. Like, sorry.
Oh, listen, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm not fucking with the Slim Shady. I'm Team Eminem on this one. Sorry, gals. But to your point, I would like to see this on Potomac next season. What do we need next season at Potomac? anything real, anything real. I mean,
You
come
ain't get you
on.
you just not feeling any real vibes from any of them.
I think I've said it a million times. I think Candy Gal is real, and I think the Grand Dame is just humorous. Like she could just go do a comedy tour. Forget about your one night with Karen Huger that you were doing a year ago. Go do a stand-up comedy tour and talk about hot boxes and sing-sings and ling-lings. The Grand Dame is very humorous to be.
She did. She did a tour at the DC Improv where she said she was like the only podcast woman or something to sell out the DC Improv, and I'm like, bitch, I've been there and I've sold it out. So, yeah, and she went on camera and was like, I'm the only one in the DC area, the only woman. No, bitch.
Sarah Fraser
Sarah
is
Fraser did
coming for the
too.
Grand
Thank you.
Dame.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times in DC. Yeah. There's another
Oh.
woman who goes, I was the first woman ever to have my name on a morning radio show. No, bitch. Sarah, Ty, and Mel before you. But they love to erase. They love to erase. So
This is why if you and
I'm
I
still
go
here.
on,
Yeah, go on.
if we go on tour, which we've had, I have so many feelings. I have mixed feelings about a live tour, but we have been
Me too.
approached again. Everyone's now going to say, do it, do it. But if we do our mini live tour, DC is definitely has to be a stop because of your
100%.
fans. But
And I
you
have
know,
to shut my mouth because I talk so big on when like you and I are together or on my show. And then the minute people call me, I'm always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I love you. Like I just had another Gina in my life from Married at First Sight. Cause I work with Lifetime. I'm on Married at First Sight's like kickoff show with Kevin Frazier and then their mid-season show.
she called you out.
Yes, they just aired the mid-season show on Married at First Sight, and I said that Married at First Sight contestants need to stop saying that they're not attracted to the other person. She did a whole story series on her Instagram. She's like, Sarah Fraser, I love you, but you're all wrong. I'm in my DMs. I'm sorry. Sorry. I wish I need your cojones.
I just get blocked. No, I don't. I mean, I get literally blocked. We're going to do a whole show blocked by Lisa Rinna. Yes. Then I
I know.
managed to tell Anna Kikoses to bring it back to that. I'm like, girl, I'm blocked by a lot. She's like, oh, you're blocked by Rinna and this one. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm telling you, the thing about being blocked is like, at least if you're going to block me, say, hi, David, it's the rat that scurries, Tam. I'm blocking you because you call me a rat. You never know why. So you have to piece together why. So like with Rinna, I'm like, I love Melrose Place and Lisa Rinna. I will still be at Rinna Wines signing wherever it is. I will stalk Lisa Rinna. She will get a restraining order against me. I just saw Harry Hamlin. I assume Rinna blocked me because I said nobody quits $1 million. And Lisa Rinna did not quit Beverly Hills. I don't
They
care
don't want
about the
to give you,
logistics.
they just don't want to give you your flowers. They don't want, like, the minute they block you, you know that they're on your page, they're on your shit, they've heard your shit, but they just
That's what
don't want
Anna
to give
said.
you.
Anna's like,
Of
David,
course.
the fact that Lisa Rinna knows that you exist in this world, she's like, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. She's like, I don't even know if Lisa Rinna knows who I am. And I'm like, okay, Anna. But
All right. We got to go.
but
And next episode, we have like a ton we got to bang out. Like we have so much.
we got to talk about EJ versus Denise
Denise.
because see, I'm so happy today. Talk about things that makes me happy. This SmackDown